Hi, I'm Brogan Hayes, and this is One to Watch. This week's One to Watch is perhaps not the film you would expect me to choose. It is not The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Instead, it's a little Swedish film called We Are the Best. Directed by Lukas Moodysson, who has brought us some pretty grim tales over the years, including the amazing but harrowing Lilja Forever. We Are the Best is a welcome change from Moodysson's recent, more grim, dramatic tales, and instead tells the story of three preteen girls who are hovering on the cusp of adolescence who decide to form a punk band, mainly to get the boys to stop making noise in their local youth centre, but as time goes on, they realise that this is something that brings them together and it's something that allows them to express themselves. We Are the Best screened in the Jemison Dublin International Film Festival earlier this year. It also screened as part of the IFI's Sex, Drugs and Rock and Roll season, and it really is not a film, despite the fact that it was in the rock and roll segment of the IFI screenings. It's not a film that's about punk music. It's about punk music bringing people together. The three lead girls, whose names I am really not going to try to pronounce, I'm sorry, my Swedish pronunciation is terrible, but their characters are called Bobo, Clara and Hedvig, and they're amazing. The three of them work so well together. The chemistry between the three of them is absolutely wonderful. They allow the power to sort of ebb and flow between them, and that leaves rooms for jealousies and petty arguments, and ultimately for these people to resolve these problems and come back together as friends, stronger than ever, understanding each other a little bit better. Each of the three they're just super adorable, and they're going to go on to be big stars if they stay in acting. And there are times, where it seems that they're turning on one another for pettiness or because of what their parents say, but again, this just serves to underline how young these kids really are. The film is based on a comic book by Coco Moodysson, who is Lukas Moodysson's wife, and although this is sort of a family affair, it has to be said that this film is really tightly and acutely observed portrait of childhood and youth and how music has the power to bring people together. We've seen this before in films like School of Rock. I mean, you may or may not like that film, you may or may not like Jack Black, but it's hard to deny that these kids are brought together through the power of music and realising that performing and writing songs is a way for them to express themselves and a way for them to sort of come to terms with their pending adolescence. The film is sort of a little bit messy. I mean, it's as messy as the age that these kids are at, but this also allows the audience to see that the relationships between the kids are actually really strong. And it seems that a lot of the film was improvised, which just goes to show the chemistry that these three young actresses have on screen. And it really is no surprise that we on the Dublin Film Critics Circle jury for the Jemison Dublin International Film Festival awarded the three girls, again, I'm not going to try and say their names, jointly Best Actress at the festival because they are super amazing. Out of 10, I would give We Are the Best 9. It's not quite perfect, but it's right up there, just on the cusp of being absolutely perfect. That said, it's charming, it's warm, it's sort of infectious, and like I say, these three kids are absolutely amazing. Like, as well as that, it's a very precise observation of a journey that we've all gone through from childhood to adolescence and then beyond that becoming adults, and what comes across in the film is this relationship between these three girls is one that will last them an absolute lifetime. This week's One to Watch is We Are the Best, and until next week, I've been Brogan Hayes, and this has been One to Watch.